is Alyssa Borelli, digital editor for Commercial Integrator. Today I'm delighted to have Mark Corbin, president of Vanco International. The topic of conversation is, of course, InfoComm, coming up on June 17th through the 19th, taking place in Las Vegas, Nevada. Mark is going to tell us all about Vanco's presence at the show and why people are so excited to see what the company is going to be showcasing. Welcome, Mark. So great to have you here today.
Hey, Alyssa. Thank you for having me. Really excited to be here and go over the excitement for InfoComm.
Let's jump right into it. Vanco has been around for more than 70 years, but the product lineup looks very different today than it did even a few years ago. What's driving that evolution?
Yeah, evolution of products have changed a lot, mainly just serving our integrators and distributors throughout the years. We've learned, what technologies have changed. We always want to have dependable and quality tested products out there in the market, but the main strategic expansion has obviously been networked AV, whether it be audio or video, DSP as well in the commercial markets for 70-volt audio. And our core mission is to make sure that when we're building these products and these categories, that we give the integrators the right tools to be able to advance in any job, whether it's something new or something complex. And serving that full range is important as well. We started a lot in residential and we've moved to light commercial, to mid-market enterprise, and now we even do larger commercials as well. So yeah, we've really evolved given the technology and what our integrators have brought to the table for us and distributors.
AV over IP has been talked about for years, but the adoption has been uneven, especially in the SMB category. What's Vanco's read on where the market is right now?
Yeah, that's a great question, Alyssa. It's one of those markets that the old technology of matrices have just changed a lot, and now the flexibility of networked AV is huge. It's become way more cost efficient, if integrators have the confidence to deploy that, that's the main thing. It allows technology managers to be able to run full spectrum systems, whether they want it VLAN integrated or whether they want a dedicated network or an undedicated network. We have the capability to being flexible and giving them solutions to all of that. And we see all kinds of different solutions in the market. And we want to be able to have all of those for an integrator, not just one major solution or one top solution. We want to be able to fill all the gaps.
Could you walk us through the EVO-IP lineup and what problem each tier solves?
Sure, absolutely. And we'll be featuring these obviously at InfoComm. EVO-IP Go is what we call our newest simple and plug and play, as we all like to hear. That's one of the famous words in our industry, is plug and play. This has no control box. It works on a managed or unmanaged switch, which is really cool. And it relies on app-based controls, which makes it really flexible and easy. It's designed for more of the faster employment, like sports bars, hospitality, light commercial. Basic specs on that are going to be 4K at 30 hertz, but you will be able to do video walls, simple video walls, just up to 5x5, but just simple diagrams, and it's PoE compatible. Then we break into our larger scale system, which has been around for quite some time, is our EVO-IP 1.0. Now that brings a lot more expandability and flexibility, including digital signage, overlays, multi-view, and very, very high-end custom video wall layouts and multiple layouts throughout a network system. And then we have just launched within the last year our EVO-IP 2.0, which offers a very high enterprise-grade EVO-IP system and AV-IP distribution system with 4K at 60 hertz, independent routing of audio, video, really big with USB and KVM routing, which has become a very big deal even in security markets. And also AV traffic with VLAN configuration if needed, which our other products haven't. And the biggest change in the EVO-IP 2 is now we are supported of Dante AVA and EARC, which is fully cloud-based management, and it gives integrators the right size solution to scale projects as they grow. So those really cover the three major products and IP lineups we're going to be showing this year at InfoComm.
Another one of your InfoComm highlights is actually going to be the new Dante audio adapters. Could you tell us a little bit more about the story behind those?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think Dante is a great mechanism and a great product to use. Dante allows you to give that flexibility. We just talked about AV over IP doing it, but Dante, these new adapters we have, same type of thing. Whether it's projects across hospitality, corporate education, house of worship, all of these systems can now be Dante native. The adapters let us bridge the gap and connect analog, Bluetooth, ARC, USB, and even C sources directly into a Dante environment. And our lineup covers all the analog ends, the XLR males, all the Bluetooth, ARC, and USB. So you can go into a job already having an audio source, but now create a very easily routed network system just through these adapters plugging directly into your main amplifiers. So it gives, again, the flexibility, the ease, the control, and honestly, the affordability to not have to change so much of a system up.
What does that mean for integrators?
Sure. So again, we just talked, no ripping and replacing products, right? We want to make it simpler for the integrators. Also, they might be working with a specific budget that is really tricky, and we want to be able to leave maybe things that are in place that can be utilized within a setup. Cost-effective path to network audio, that's what Dante opens up. And it also gives you the backbone to make other equipment within a setup live and ability to use it throughout a network, which in the past has been very difficult and things have had to be changed or an entire setup has had to be changed. You know, Vanco's philosophy is definitely lower the barrier to adoption, meet the integrators where they're at, and be able to solve those solutions.
So Vanco has two Beale Street audio matrix processors that are going to be making their debut at the show this year. So the BMA X88 and the BMA X88 ARC. So who are those built for?
Yeah, great question. I'll go over kind of what each one has in it and then just the two difference between the models. These are built for that mid-market, okay? Hospitality, house of worship is great. Conference spaces, multi-room audio spaces. Basically, the 8x8 matrix is a DSP, right? It's going to allow you to control your banded EQ, your high noise, your low noise. You can really control your frequencies. And it allows audio mixers and limiters within every single zone that you're working with. It offers commercial grade processing and it's really acceptable. It has a very acceptable form factor to work with too. The other cool thing is both units have the 48-volt phantom power across all analog inputs. So you're not having to run a ton of power to this thing. This is just piggybacking off of any kind of major amplifier you're already working with. And it gives you a lot of multiple control options, IP, IR, RS-232, and full integration GUI integration flexibility. So the main difference between the two, as you kind of can tell in just the label itself, BAMX is the pure analog multi-mic environments, but we go with the ARC to add those optical and ARC IOs for systems incorporating maybe smart TVs or a lot of other like streaming devices in those mid-tier projects. You know, it's addressing those gaps, even in a commercial functionality is important to being cost effective, as well as making those mid-market projects easier and more competitive.
What should integrators take away from what Vanco is bringing to InfoComm this year?
Honestly, just take away our cohesive commercial portfolio. We're showing a lot of products this year at InfoComm with the AV over IP, as well as our networked audio and our DSP amplifiers. All of this is going to be on show for you there. Every product is designed, again, with the integrator in mind. Simplicity, simple deployment, clear technology, and technical support. You know, Vanco is always here to support you. We have tech teams here. We have quality service teams before product goes out. And that's what we strive for, again, is creating those really important products for those integrators to save time, money, and easy deployment. And again, we'll have all of these demos at our booth at InfoComm, which is C6409. And again, our goal is to always help the integrators and distributors with great products.
Thank you so much, Mark, for joining me.
Yeah, absolutely. Alyssa, thank you again for having me, and I really appreciate it.
We look forward to seeing you at booth C6409. Please check back on commercialintegrator.com on the run-up to InfoComm throughout the show, and of course after the show, for more exciting thought leadership content from the industry's leading manufacturers.